Hi there, everybody. My name is Melissa Curran. Y'all know me. I'm Melissa with Scented Balance Aromatherapy, and I never know whether to look here or to look there. And so we just kind of go with the flow, don't we, today? It's a Monday, and I'm excited because I'm getting to talk with Carolyn Bennett-Sullivan, who is just way awesome. And I'm going to tell you about her bio because I want you to know how awesome she is, just like I do. And Carolyn is currently Vice President of Soft Golf and a certified PEMF Magnawave practitioner. And I've gone to play soft golf, and I've also had a Magnawave session. And so we're going to be talking about Magnawave today. Carolyn focuses on business development, marketing, assisting customers at the soft golf course, and helping people to reduce pain, inflammation, and stiffness holistically through Magnawave. Her experience includes 30 plus years in sales, including pharmaceutical and medical sales, direct sales, and she's the founder of Savvy Heart LLC. She's a passion test facilitator. This is cool. TEDx speaker. Now, how many of us get to do that? And she's also, this is cool, y'all, Get the F Out, Liberating Fear. See, you thought it was something else, and Letting Love In. And it's a book, a workbook, and some related workshop and courses. She's passionate about helping people shift from just striving and enduring to thriving through increased health, mindfulness, well-being, and fun. She's also the mother to Cassidy, who I've met and who's just awesome. She's her bright and beautiful daughter, and she's a crazy cat lady mom to Nico, Gin, and Whiskey, whom she adores. So if you see a cattail sometime during our little conversation, you know what's going on. Carolyn, pre-COVID, enjoys live music and listening to Ray, her partner, and soft golf CEO, get down on the harmonica. Now, I can't wait to hear some of that.
Yeah.
Carolyn, welcome. Thanks so much for
Melissa.
taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. And yeah, Ray he's an incredible harmonica player. So it will be so much fun when we can go out and see live bands again.
I know. Yeah.
Well,
I'm a pretty decent kazoo player, so he can be first chair harmonica and I'll be first chair kazoo.
Cool. Yeah, we can jam. and I'll just listen because I'm not musically inclined at all.
Well, welcome today, and thanks again for taking the time. I wanted everyone to know why Carolyn and I wanted to talk to each other today, because as an aromatherapist and Carolyn as a Magnawave practitioner, we both focus on helping you ease your chronic pain. And you know, wherever there's chronic pain, there's inflammation.
Yep.
And you can pop pills and damage your liver and damage your kidneys and kind of be spaced out because the medicine is just not good for you. Or we can approach it from a holistic perspective. And Carolyn first told me about Magnawave, I guess it was a few months ago, and that kind of perked up my ears. So we're going to be working together, and I wanted Carolyn to come on today and explain what Magnawave is and how it can help you. And then we're going to be working together. So Carolyn, tell me what Magnawave is.
Okay, so Magnawave is actually the company of the device that I utilize. It uses what's known as PEMF, which stands for Pulse Electromagnetic Field, is the energy source it uses to reduce pain, inflammation, stiffness. And how it does that is, as you know, Melissa, we're all energy. Really, everything in the universe is energy, right? Yes. So yes. As human beings, we are energy too, and we vibrate at a certain energy level. And so what the PEMF does is that electromagnetic energetic field pulses. We use coils. They're non-invasive. You can just place it on your arm or your knee, your back, have coils and of different sizes, and I now have a mat that people can lay on, which is really cool, and a paddle. Yeah, so it's I have a lot of tools within the device, and it pulses that electromagnetic field deep into your tissue. So it goes 16 inches into your core. And basically what it does is it spins your cells very rapidly, allowing toxins to be released and putting more oxygen and blood into your body at the cellular level. Now, when you do that for your body, it gives your body the ability to do what it knows to do. And
which
that
is balance.
Is balance, which
Mhm.
brings it back into homeostasis. So
Mhm.
just like the work that you do with aromatherapy, and your foot detox,
Mhm.
which is awesome. It's basically doing the same
Thank you.
thing. It's giving your body the tools it needs. It's just assisting, your body in what it needs so it can return back to homeostasis. So that's really what the PEMF Magnawave does. There have been some clinical trials, on that are going on with this PEMF therapy. It has been around since the 40s. So PEMF is nothing
Wow.
new. NASA uses it. There's the device that I use, the Magnawave. There's some pro sports teams that use it, like NFL,
Mhm.
National Hockey League, Chicago Cubs. They use it for recovery. So it can really help improve and increase recovery times for athletes. And we actually have a partnership with the PGA of the Carolinas. So it's, great for golfers too. And hey,
Yay.
folks, if you didn't notice, Melissa is an incredible golfer. She
Thank you.
won. She won the World Soft Golf Championship, the women's division, this in 2020. So
Yeah.
she's got a trophy. You need to go to her studio, because
Mm.
not only does she have incredible aromatherapy products there, but she's got her trophy
Yes, I
there.
do. Absolutely. And that was so much fun that day.
Yeah, we love
It,
that you competed. It was great.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, you can come see a world golf champion.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, that Carolyn, you and I are going to be working together
Yep.
because what Carolyn was just mentioning was the ionizing detox foot spa. And I don't think everyone understands about inflammation. You've got to have a little bit of inflammation, and a little bit is just fine. That keeps your immune system perking along, keeps your body on high alert to protect you from all the junk that's out there, especially during the middle of an adventure. And
Mhm.
but when it gets to the point where it's chronic inflammation and it's almost on a runaway basis, that's when you start getting pain and disease.
Mhm.
And one of the things that aromatherapy can do through the oils that are the essential oils that I use is help address that inflammation on an ongoing basis. Sometimes you just need a boost, and that's where the PEMF Magnawave
Mhm.
comes in, because yeah, especially if you've overworked your muscles. And I wish I had you here right now, because I've been working out with weights doing this. I don't know if you can see, I've been doing these
Yeah.
shoulder butterflies or whatever. I'm about to die. So
Yeah.
I'm in line. And I actually had a Magnawave session with you, and I sat on the sofa, and I sat on a I would say what, a 24-inch ring. Is that
Mhm.
about the size
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah. It's about the size of the coil. Yeah.
And
Maybe a little
I
bigger.
sat
Yeah.
on it, you turned it on, and it was tingly. And I felt better, because my hips kind of sometimes bother me. And I just felt so much better after I got done with that session. It was what, 20 minutes?
Mhm.
It was really fast. So it's good for all sorts of people. But how did you stumble across this?
So how I got introduced to the Magnawave, a former pharmaceutical colleague of mine. So many years ago, I was in pharmaceutical sales, and Henry and I were in the same district up north, up in New Jersey, Delaware area. And we've kept in touch over the years. And he moved to Charlotte last year and was working with some integrative practices in Charlotte with the Magnawave and some other holistic modalities. And Henry came up. We hadn't seen each other in probably 15 years. I want to say really long time. So he came up and gave Ray and I a complimentary session on the Magnawave, and we were wowed. And the more that I learned about it, the more interested I became, because I've been an advocate of health and well-being and holistic practices, for years now. But that's one of the reasons why I left pharmaceutical sales, because I just felt that there was a better way than what is typically practiced in Western medicine. So the more I found out about it, the more interested I became in it. And, Henry said, well, listen, I'm focusing on Charlotte. Would you be interested in doing it since you're in the triad? And I said, absolutely. I believe that this offers a lot of benefit to people. It can be used on small animals as well. And actually in the equine industry, it's often used for horses, especially show horses and race horses. So I'm not certified in that, because that is not my area of interest. And so I don't focus on that. But people and small animals, yes, I'm certified in that. And so I just felt like it was something that offered so much value that I wanted to get involved with it, because I saw results for myself and for Ray. Sometimes in the mornings I'll wake up, my back is stiff, and I'll get on the Magnawave. And a lot of times in the mornings, what I'll do is I'll take that large loop and I move. I twist my back, I do some good mornings, I move around with it, and it just really loosens up that whole area, and it makes me feel human.
Even better than the cup of coffee I take it.
yeah and it's great. And a lot of times I'll do that, and then maybe I'll do some yoga too, once I'm loosened up a little bit, and that just really gets me off to a good start for the day. And I just feel, my body feels so much better, and more loose and flexible. So
this would be good for people who have arthritis.
Absolutely. So Ray's 93-year-old mother, Blanche, is living with us now, and she is a very vibrant, healthy 93-year-old. However, at 93, she does have some stiffness in her hands and in her knees sometimes. And so we'll put her on the Magnawave, and it really helps. It does have some FDA indications, actually, the PEMF does. And it does for certain types of bone stimulation. So we know that orthopedic surgeons have bone stimulators. You can use the PEMF. It's a little bit of a different device, but you can use the PEMF. It has been shown to stimulate bone growth. So that's good for someone post-surgery if they're waiting to get into the orthopedic office to use the bone stimulator. This can be a precursor to that and help that along. It has an FDA indication for urinary incontinence. So that big loop or the pad, you can sit on it. And especially for women after childbearing age and we hit menopause, it's really a common issue. We don't talk about it a lot.
No, we don't.
Because we don't want to talk about, oh, I sneezed and I peed my pants.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's kind of embarrassing, and people
It
don't want to
is.
talk about it, and they don't even want to go to their doctor and talk about things like that.
Right.
But
But it's
we,
very, very common.
mhm.
And so it can, now it's not a one and done.
Yes,
It's like
yes, you're right.
anything else. You've got to use it for a while to see results, but
Mhm.
it does have an FDA indication for that. There's also an FDA indication for depression, which I think is very interesting.
Oh,
You can actually take that small butterfly loop that I have and put it on your head at a very, very low pulse, very low. And I'm not really sure. I haven't read a lot of the clinical data on how that works.
mhm.
I'm assuming that it's bringing more blood and oxygen into the brain. So it's stimulating something at a cellular level in the brain to help release dopamine, or other serotonin, things
Mhm.
that are those neurotransmitters that help you feel better.
So I wonder
So
if that would work for anxiety as well,
yeah, absolutely.
because
So
those are areas that aromatherapy that I work with folks
Mhm.
in, because even though my concentration is in chronic pain, um, I, I, I hope everybody can see that I'm sitting in my studio and I make all of my products, and I want people to understand that there's a holistic way of helping yourself get, be, and stay healthy. I can't make any claims. Carolyn, I know you can't make a claim,
Nope. And I-
because it's what, like I tell people, I can't heal you, and neither can your doctor. Your
right.
doctor has a tool that he or she can give to you. And even though I'm not a doctor, I have holistic tools that are so much better for your body, mind, and spirit. And that's where the Magnawave comes in. And that's why we the two of us believe it's beneficial for those, especially with chronic pain. And now I didn't know the depression. That's awesome.
Mhm.
But it's beneficial, and it's non-invasive, doesn't hurt, no needles. Just
Right.
trust me, I'm not a fan of needles. um, but there is a holistic alternative for you, and that's what I'm excited about.
Me too. Me too. Because I spent over a decade in the pharmaceutical world, and one of the things I learned is really, hey, if you need to take a medicine, I am not criticizing you,
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
it's your own personal journey. Okay.
sure.
But
Got to do what you
really,
got to do.
yeah, absolutely. But really, all pharmaceutical drugs are meant to treat symptoms.
Mhm.
It doesn't, and it does not get to the root cause of
Exactly.
what is going on with your body.
Mhm.
And when you are experiencing dis-ease
Mhm.
within your body, pain, inflammation, okay, there's the physical side to that,
Mhm.
and then there's the emotional side to it as
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
because we hold emotions in our body.
Mhm.
And when we have old, painful emotions that we're storing, it comes out, it manifests itself
Mhm.
as
Mhm.
dis-ease,
Mhm.
right? So when you can do a holistic approach of aromatherapy, Magnawave, whether
Mhm.
you're using other modalities and therapies, natural modalities and therapies
Mhm.
as well as really working on your mindset
Mhm.
and your self-talk, and
Mhm.
getting to the root cause of those beliefs and false beliefs.
Mhm. The
What are those
stories.
the old stories you're telling
Mhm.
yourself?
Mhm.
It's a comprehensive approach. Now, some people are willing to take that journey. And
Mhm.
some people
I'm
would
willing.
prefer just to go to their doctor and get a prescription. And that's their choice. There's
Sure.
no judgment there. However, in my own personal belief system and journey, I found that the holistic approach is much better for our bodies, because our bodies are, pharmaceutical drugs are designed to be a big bang, a lot of power really fast, right?
Mhm.
Because we're a society that wants instant gratification. We want
Yep.
instant relief, instant gratification. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a lot of pain, there's anything wrong with taking something that is going to give you relief and relief quickly.
I got that. Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I mean, absolutely. If I get in a car accident and I'm in a lot of pain,
Yeah.
I'm going to want something to relieve that pain.
Yes.
Absolutely. No questions asked. But when you're looking at a chronic condition, holistic approaches tend to be more in alignment with how our bodies naturally work, which is much more gently
Let's
than
not use a shotgun to kill a housefly.
exactly. Exactly. So, you know, that's just one of the reasons why I really became so attracted to the Magnawave, because I saw it as a way to really help people and offer so much benefit in a way that's do no harm. Yeah,
First, do
that's the
no harm.
Hippocratic Oath, do no
Yeah,
harm. And I
yeah.
cannot make any claims as to what it can do for you, but certainly it's not going to do any harm.
Well, I think the most important part is it's up to you. And I'm a firm believer, before I say that, I am a firm believer that what goes on in the 6 inches between your ears, eventually, if you don't deal with it, then it's going to come out in some form, whether it's digestive issues, whether it's a torn ACL, whether it's chronic arthritis, whether it's liver disease, all sorts of things. And it all starts in between your ears. And I believe in that body, mind, spirit connection. That's what's called holistic. It's not just a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. It addresses all areas, because if one area is out of balance, all of them are. And
Yep.
this is where I think my frustration is with Western medicine, is they're not given enough time to actually get to know their patients anymore. And it's here, take a pill and come back in 3 months and we'll take your blood and we'll do all this. And they don't understand the root cause. So again, we're fixing a symptom, where a more holistic approach, like the Magnawave, like aromatherapy, like reflexology, like acupuncture, Reiki, all of those modalities talk to the entire package, the body, mind, and spirit. And that's where some healing happens on your
Right.
part. You know, we each have to be responsible for our own healing. And this is where these wonderful tools come in to help you on that journey, to make it a little easier and more graceful. And that's what I absolutely love about aromatherapy, that it does give you wonderful tools for ease and grace in your life. And I'm a big one for that. So I'm excited about the Magnawave, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to work with you.
Yeah.
Folks, I know Carolyn, we met through a network group, and it's like, I like you. Do you want to have a glass of wine?
Yeah.
And you know, we've gone to play soft golf. I have, and it's just, I love working with Carolyn, and I just appreciate that she appreciates aromatherapy and understands how it works. So, Carolyn, tell me, if I want to find out more about you and the Magnawave, where do I go?
Okay. So you can go to our website, which is BioWorks. It's BIO-WRX.com.
Okay.
Or you can email me at carolyn.bioworks@gmail.com,
Okay.
or call me 336-515-0565. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I'm excited to work with you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Melissa is such a wealth of knowledge.
Thank you.
I've been, around a lot of people that do aromatherapy over the years, mostly up in Delaware before I moved to North Carolina.
Okay.
And there, are a lot of people out there selling essential oils.
Mhm.
And I would say that not all of them have the knowledge that Melissa has. She
Thank
is
you.
completely trustworthy. She mixes her own blend. She really knows what she's doing.
Thank you.
And that's important. It's so important, Melissa. And you're an expert at what
Thank
you
you.
do. So I'm excited to work with you, and we're going to be putting a package together, a spring cleaning package.
Yep.
And it's it's March 1st already.
I know. So it's time to clear the cobwebs and get ready for spring in just a couple of weeks.
I know. I'm so
Awesome.
excited because daylight savings time is in 2.
I love those 9 o'clock evenings.
Me too.
Well, Carolyn, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today and to let everyone know. And we'll be doing some email work and some Facebook work about this package. So stay tuned. Watch this space is one of my favorite people. Rachel Maddow would say, watch this space.
Yeah.
So come back and see us, everyone. And thanks again, Carolyn.
You are my pleasure, Melissa. Thank you so much.